Oh, this is under here. Okay. So I've unlocked that from the other side now. Not that we would ever care to go in there at a different time zone. I don't know why you can't grab this one. I don't know why you can't grab that one. He was doing some weird wobbles. I don't like the way he's jiggling. Okay. I didn't want to waste too much of our juice, because we haven't got a lot of juice left. Oof. It's 440. 1971. 1971. Right, that's the code. 1971. That's not a license plate though, so it's probably not the code actually, now that I think about it again. Okay, so apparently, okay, well that's wonking open and closed. Okay, but we can maybe do this.
Snow and rain? Not a good mix.
Does nothing in this weather apparently. Is this one open? Also no. Okay. But apparently the top box has the solution in it. Maybe you need to, like, you know, want the weather. Or maybe it just is closed in the snow. Let's change it back. Then we'll go look at that box. And we should have two things now. Okay. If not, I should go collect the other. Let's see. Is the top box open? Yeah. Right, okay, I'm going to try the wind by the one that we haven't solved. And see if it has the wiring solution in. Okay, so it's wonking. Bit of winds. Okay, that seems to have blown it a bit further open. Aha! Completely open. Okay, so blue, black, orange. Oh, you have to look during the wind as well. That's interesting. Maybe it's white, blue, black, orange. Oops. I know that's not the order. Right. White, black, orange. Okay, let's have a look at that again. Okay, so blue, black, orange, white. Blue, black, orange, white. Blue, black, orange, white.
Tu aimes mon salami.
Salami. Blue, black, white, orange. Blue, black, white, orange. Okay, there we go. So that's how you actually get the information. You have to look in that thing, and apparently you need the wind blow. Also, like, I'm sure I tried the wind right next to the crow. Yeah, we tried that. There's no way I didn't try that. We cleared all of the things that I'm aware of. Is this one actually wonking? Oh, this one's just open. Blue, black, white, orange. That one is literally just open. Okay, because we've got the other path into there now, we can take our circuit breaker back, should we need. Viewpoints, Port Assumption, Plage. Hi, how did I never see you?
Dinosaur birdie should feel free to leave its nest now. Now I need to attract it.
How did I never see that? Okay, now I need to attract it. Well, we got mushrooms that it would like, but where do we put them? Where do we put them? Do I just go up to you?
Birdie, it's between you and me now. Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract. I don't have enough of this ammo. Now that the scarecrows are gone,
I mean,
need
I've
something
got
to
the
attract it.
thing. You like the mushrooms?
Amongst birds living in the... They keep their precious to prevent such situations. Scarecrows were installed by local farmers.
But where do I put the mushrooms to attract you? I have them. And I clearly need that key for something. But where do I put the mushroom? Where do I give you all your mushrooms? This trough? No. I just want to give you the mushrooms so you come down, Crow. Maybe it needs something else. Maybe, although it says all the birds are attracted to mushrooms, maybe this bird wants something different. Maybe I need to prepare it. Can I put it in the bin? No. Maybe I need to prepare it in a special way. I don't know. Okay, give me my circuit breaker back. Okay, now we got 2 circuit breakers. I'm sure that will be very relevant somehow. I don't think that's the code to the boat thing. So that's just paint. We need an actual license plate on a boat. There has to be 800 boats, of course. Why would there not be 800 boats? Like, hey, you need to find a boat license with a number on it. We'll just graffiti on 1 million boats in the game. That'll help things. Okay, let's go to bed before it gets to 8 PM. Travel anywhere is going to be danger, Simon. We're not about that. Let's head to sleep. Get some new tapes. And then try and figure out where the church is. Again, maps would be helpful, of course. No map! Maybe there is a map button that I'm neglecting, I don't know, but I can't figure it out. Every other day. Okay.
Since I deactivated the jammer on the keys of St. Exel, the fountains react sort of like portals, allowing me to see the village under the snow, as if I was switching over several months later and rediscovering everything.
Well, we literally already teleported.
When I approach Rocky from the fountain, the water gradually begins to light up. If the pebble comes into contact, everything changes immediately. I can literally change the weather in St. Exel on command. I read somewhere that the fountains were built a very long time ago, and that their source is the same groundwater deep under the village.
I always forget to drink.
But the source is
It doesn't
groundwater.
explain to me why it does that, but I prefer to warn you. Do you think there would be the same type of rock under the village directly?
What is the
The
crystal?
only downside to all this is that triggering the storm using the rock doesn't work if it's snowing.
Yeah, we
And,
figured that out.
well, it's super cold too.
Well, I mean, you could make rain, but it would turn into like a literal hailstorm. Okay, so we need to find the church. Find a way to attract the crowd. That would be helpful. Access the church. All roads lead there. Okay. Again, a map would be amazing. A map would be very helpful. But I guess we're not going to be able to. No map for us.
I remember. It was during the month of September. The weather was still warm and cloudless. It promised to be a beautiful day. I had gone to take out the trash when I saw this big cardboard box lying there.
The cardboard box again.
Above were inscribed in bold initials, MB. At the time, I didn't know what those letters stood for. It wasn't until much later that I learned they meant Matthew Banks, the former tenant of the house.
Okay.
So I didn't ask myself any more questions and went to the post office. It must also be said that it wasn't the first time I had to return a package that didn't belong to me.
Whereas I ordered something and it never arrived.
When I handed the parcel to the secretary, she replied that she had never seen anything like it.
Ahead, Boisseau's Park in the beach. Left, St.
Okay,
Etzel's
left the
Church.
church, but there's no path there.
It won't open from this side.
How do I get to the church?
That she would not take care of it. When I got home, I couldn't help it. I opened the package. Maybe I shouldn't have. A surprise sure was waiting for me inside. This was a kind of scientific suit that was to be used to protect against chemicals and deadly viruses or that kind of old
Let's try
things.
Maybe through the gate over here we can find a path to the church, perhaps. If not, there might be some boats, and the boats will allow us to get into those combination locks if they've got a license plate on them, of course. So, you know, this is not entirely a wasted trip. We are going here. I'm sure there'll be some purpose. It's not like this is just going to be a tutorial area, right? It's going to be... We have to go back here at some point. Otherwise, why would they still allow us to go, right? We find upgrade items. Okay, well, we've got lots of stuff.
Shocked.
I
wanted
don't know
to
if we can
understand,
upgrade our stuff
why
yet.
did the former tenant need this kind of outfit? For the garden? His work? But then what kind of work was it? As soon as he got home, I showed the package to Pierre. He wasn't really
Maybe the
comfortable
rock's
with the idea of
radioactive.
this sort of thing hanging in our house either. We relegated it to the attic.
Because it is under your
It's not
house.
as if the place for such an item was in the living room. We thought at the time, maybe Matthew will want to recover what belongs to him.
Maybe he was working on the radioactive rock under the house and he needed the protection. That's why you've got a big mine under your house as well. I think that might be what it is. Okay. Can we load the area so I can play? That's what I'm assuming. It's radioactive and he needed the suit to protect against that. It's a very ominous sound emanating from this area. Okay, so... Well, this one's just open at least. It would have been nice if they tutorialized to say, hey, look at this thing to see the... how to open the lock. It's black, white, orange, blue. Because it wasn't clear. Black, white, orange, blue. And then that's 240 volts. It sounded like she wanted to say something, but then the door unlock noise just interrupted her. Maybe it's because we did it at the wrong time. Who knows? Anything? View the big water pillars that are apparently very calming, ominously floating water above you in a circular pillar.
Can't break that with my bare hands.
That's not what I meant to do.
I don't have enough of this ammo.
What happened to our axe? Did I put it in a box? Okay, we need to... If we haven't used it up, get our axe back. Is the box only at the house?
Require a stronger force.
Can I not shoot the thing? Okay, so we really need that axe back, unfortunately. Can I... Okay, so there's another cult thing. There's a boat. We're not seeing any license plates on here. There's lots of boats. There might be some license plates, but we can't get an angle or close enough to look at one. Sadly. Why have I got a notification? Twitch keeps saying, hey, there's music festivals going on. Great. Thanks. Is there a way to change the weather over here? Perhaps. Oh. Could sit down if we need to. Maybe freezing the weather over here might make a difference. Right, okay, give me this back. Don't need to go in there. Is there a path to the church?
Left, point to Mal, right, St. Exel's village. Straight ahead, Licran.
No. Okay. Licron Lighthouse, the next village, and another place that we need the axe. Okay, so I don't think there's anything that we can really do here without the axe. And I don't think there's necessarily anything even to do left. So I think we accidentally solved the puzzle ahead of time and didn't go that way. So there's probably not anything. But then I need to figure out how to get to this church, which is the irritating part. I wonder if now that I've picked up both cogs, the button works. Because it says it's missing some bits, and maybe if you've only got one cog or the other, it's not right. But if you've got both cogs, it might let us solve that puzzle. I'm assuming. Otherwise, I am running out of places that we can go explore. That we haven't been. Okay, so I'm going to go through the shortcut out on... And I'm going to assume that that's safe. Right, I still don't know how to get this bird down, though. Even though we've knocked down all of the scarecrow. Apparently we can't just put a mushroom anywhere, even though it wants to eat the mushrooms. We need to figure out exactly where it wants the mushroom. Pardon me. And then, I don't know what that key is. Where would that key go? There is a locked room in the restaurant. And maybe it works to that. But that would be the only place. Okay, so there's a couple of boats here, but they clearly don't have a license plate number. Let's try 1971 on both of these. That's the only number that we've got off of one. It's painted on it rather than a license plate, but it's something. Not that one. They both started in 1073, interestingly. It's like that's a default number. I'm going to assume that it's not going to be one of the things. What would be really funny is if they did hide one in the trash right there. I'm going to assume that it's not going to be one of the ones on the wall, because that would defeat the purpose, right? It's like, hey, we've put a whole bunch of numbers already on the wall. Clearly one of these, even though there's two missing spots and we're telling you kind of to go look for them. Okay, I'm not seeing any boats hiding anywhere. So this door
Completely locked.
is locked, and maybe the key is in the crow's map, is what I'm assuming. Are there any boats that... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna... What is it with spots in this spot that are laggy? Why is the battle in this spot laggy? this same spot again. What is it with here? I was literally going to look over the quay to see if there was a boat. But no, lag fight. Lag fight. Come on. Lag fight. Do something. No, why? This is a serious bug, but in this specific spot, it's this laggy. Okay, finally. He's right next to you. Shoot, shoot. What is it with this spot that's this laggy? Shoot. Come on. He's right there. You've got your trigger right on him. Now I'm pressing B because the button isn't doing anything. Come on, repel him at least. He's going to hit you if you don't repel him. He's also ran right past you and still aiming at the other guy. Okay, you got injured and there we go. Finally it repels. Oh, now you just shoot at nothing. And miss and miss. Okay. Well, that guy was creating most of the lag. Although now it's frozen again. Just going. I don't get why this specific spot is so laggy for the battle. What is it? Okay, well he just teleported right next to you, so you're gonna have to repel him again. What is this spot? And there's been a patch since where they supposedly fixed a lot of issues. Oh. Of course. I'm just repelling them. I'm not fighting another lag battle. I don't care if we're running low on mana. I'm not fighting another lag battle. It's taking its time to recover. Is it the waves and things? Hey, there's some boats out at sea. God, it is still very laggy. Right, let's just get out of this. What is that?
No storm will be able to bring down such an antenna.
No storms. So our powers won't knock it down, but apparently we need to knock down the antenna for some reason. Oh, there's a chair right here. We save quickly. Hello? Sit on it? And maybe that saves things. Okay, also, let's rest for 2 hours.
I needed that.
Yeah, that fixed the lag. Needed a rest to fix the lag, of course. But the instant I pressed that, it fixed the lag. Yeah, she needed that very much. What is with that? Okay, so it's no longer wobbling. Is that what's causing the lag? The antenna is wobbling and it caused the lag. And maybe it's a specific time of day and maybe we're supposed to do something with that. But now that it's no longer wobbling, I also see a boat. I see a very convenient boat in an awkward place. That's a fixed boat. That is something that will have a number plate on it. Are we supposed to look out the window and see that? I would guess not. Maybe at a different tide. Maybe at low tides we can see it from a different angle. That's the first fixed boat that we've seen. And I'm guessing that has the code on it that we need. Why was the antenna wobbling? And why is the wobbly antenna creating the lag? Like, I've quite clearly established that that is the lag creator. Okay, there's a few boats out at sea as well, but I don't think they've got codes on them. That one doesn't. Okay. Maybe they're just set scenery. Maybe they're just scenery. That definitely doesn't have a number on its port bow. But I figured out what's causing the lag. It's the wobbly antenna. It's, you know, it's obviously a specific time of day. And it's obviously something we have to do as well. Because passing the 2 hours fixed it. Apparently we need to bring it down, but... maybe in this weather... oh god, it will be even worse if it's in this weather at that specific time of day. Not that we can use a storm to bring it down, but maybe. No number plate? Maybe we can knock it down in this weather. Okay, it's not wobbling. It's not interactable. Why does that lag the game out so much though? Is there something on top of it? It just goes on forever. The only thing I can think of. Okay, also, I wonder the stuff in the thing, because there's a path down there. Maybe that's the path to the church. Right, let's see if we can interact with it now that we've got 2 cogs.
It's not working.
Okay.
It must be missing some part.
So we're missing a part still. Where I find that part, I don't know. Then we got this gate, which... oh, maybe it's in the locker, which we need to find
My
the...
path is just behind this gate. I need to get this thing working again.
We got cogs. Don't touch. Gotcha. Don't touch this fence. I've got some cogs. Oh. Oh my god, that is actually stupid.
Another mission for Elise the Fixer.
Well, I guess maybe from this camera angle you can see it, but from that other camera angle you couldn't. Okay, we got some cogs, yes. Okay, we fixed the gate.
My path is just behind this gate. I need to get this thing working again.
Okay, maybe now the button works. Ironically, the cogs were correct. They just didn't go in the button itself. Which I wasn't thinking of that. Also, the camera angle hiding them was a thing. Okay, button, do you work now?
It's working.
At least you didn't say on my cog. Okay, coggers! We fixed it! Sorry, I had to use the Twitch meme.
Why is it frozen? I'm sure it's because of these birds perched on it.
It is. Now, if only I figured out how to feed them. These goddamn mushrooms.
Snow and rain? Not a good mix.
If
I
only...
don't have enough of this ammo.
well, we don't have mushrooms anymore. This is the one thing. If only we figured out how to feed the mushrooms to the bird in the other area. That was helpful. Okay, well, we got a mushroom. And the mushrooms are what they eat. Mushroom but shiny. Now, how do we use it? It says it's crafting item. Do we... oh, throw. God damn it. Can we just throw it on the floor and it'll work? There's me looking for some specific place to use it. Or using it on the bird. No, we probably just throw it on the floor, right? Okay, bird. This close enough for you? There's a nice tasty mushroom there. Not close enough. Let's try throwing it right at your feet, okay? Nice tasty mushroom. Do you not want the tasty mushroom? Oh, okay. Then... if only there was some clues onto how to use these mushrooms for the birds. Do I need to craft it into bird food? Do they like it, but they need it chopped up and prepared or something? Okay, but that just closed automatically. I thought maybe if I placed that there, they might, you know, and then I could run whilst they were going that. That's not the case. How do I use the mushroom for them then? If they eat the mushroom, how do I give it to them? That's what I'm not getting. Right, okay. That only works in low tide anyway, so changing the weather wouldn't make a difference. Okay, back to the house. We got the shrimp. Does this lead to the house? No. Okay. We can jump over the fence and we can climb the ladder. Okay, this way is fine. We're not going to go all the way to the other bit. And we can leave it snowy. I'm sure it'll be fine. Maybe we need to craft it with the shrimp. And make shrimpy mushrooms. And maybe that's more appealing to birds. That's the only thing I can think of. If we make shrimp and mushrooms together, even though it's like, the mushrooms are tasty, that the shrimp seems like ideal food for the birds as well. And, you know, we'll prepare them a nice little shrimpy mushroom concoction, and maybe that will attract them. Because otherwise, why did we get the shrimp, right? It's not like we make food for ourselves. So we'll chop up some shrimp with some of these glowing mushrooms. And I'm sure they will want to eat it then. I hear doggos. Right, the fence is blocked, so we'll just hop over. And we've got a nice little ladder down as well. Though it's a bit further away. You'd think the crow would get off here in this stormy weather. Give us the key, but is he still up there? He is still up there in this freezing cold. Just chilling with a metal object in his mouth that absolutely won't be. Hello? Take the shrooms?
Take a walk. Just you and me.
Nope. Doesn't hurt to have more mushrooms. Might help us. We've got plenty in our box, I'm sure. But, you know, extra mushrooms is fine. The more we have, the better. I mean, there's no guarantees that this is even how we get rid of the bird, but it's the only thing that I can think of. Okay, to the kitchen. Interestingly, we kept the snowy weather on this time. Last time we went in, it was like straight into the normal weather things. Okay, give me all of them and all of them. Why does the used eraser have a heart on it? What are we doing with that? Night objects from which high quality ammo can be crafted will be used up to produce them. Okay. So while we sleep, it makes ammo. Then we don't even need to craft it. It just automatically does that. Because there was me thinking I had to go to the shed to do that. No, it just automatically makes. I'm not seeing anything that lets us make things.
Can't do that now.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! It is 8:50. Shroomba shiny. They're fresh and appetizing. Maybe we just offer them the shrimp. Maybe we just offer them the shrimp. And they will take it. Don't think there's anything upstairs that will allow us to cook anything. Right, I'm gonna go to the shed, because the sheds will surely shed some light on. I was thinking, well, if we head out now, it's gonna burn another hour, because it's almost 6 PM. Like, you know, it will take us to danger. So we do need to go to sleep. Come back on.
I don't have anything on me to enhance my gun. I don't have anything on me to enhance my gun.
What would we even enhance our gun with? Okay, let's check out the basement. See if anything's going on in the basement in the freezing weather. There's maybe something whilst we're out here, you know, might as well burn some time and do something. Nothing there. You never know, there might be a portal somewhere because it's freezing for some reason. Also, is this any different in this weather? Okay. It seems to have forgotten where we found the thing. There's the thing. Now, I don't know what we need to specifically do other than that, but there's where the signal is. I'm sure it makes a difference. Maybe we need to find it later. Maybe that's a code to something. But we found it again. It not saving it kind of suggests that maybe we didn't. There's definitely something in that range that's making a noise. I still don't want to take your washing in.
I'm not going to use this towel right away.
You've been like, I should definitely take it in and fold it. Well, you had the opportunity right there, didn't you? But you didn't. It's a bed. Then, if the shrimp and mushrooms, neither of them get the birds. Right, let's look. Is there anywhere in cook anything? No, it's 2 bedrooms. Literally just 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. Nothing that we can craft with. Just gone to sleep in the freezing clothes, sure. These in Wonderland.
This is very weird. This is very weird, Pierre. I found some ultra bright and colorful sphere in
We
this village.
teleported through it.
When I approach it, I start feeling like I'm being transported to
We
a
were.
totally surreal world.
We literally went to
Blinding
another
world.
world.
Rather calm, in which the water can go up the waterfalls.
I didn't
Like
notice
these
that, but
columns
it
of
looked
water.
pretty.
Have you seen them too? Compared to the daily grind, it's a rather pleasant world to sink in. It feels quite cold, though.
Because
In
it's
this
freezing
dreamlike
out.
environment, I walk through Greek and Roman vestige, just like those we saw on our trips before moving to the coast. I have the feeling of being constantly exposed to things that we experienced in the past. It allows me to cling into many memories of our arrival in St. Exel, and all the events that took place before I was left alone here. Strangely, I have the feeling that time no longer...
Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it.
Well, I've got...
passes when I find myself in this
Things.
alternate world. Am I imagining this? Am I starting to daydream?
Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it.
Crazy, Pierre?
I've got mushrooms and... shrimps. There's a nice tasty meal of mushrooms and shrimps right there, birds. Do you not want either of those? I mean, that's... You're supposedly attracted to the mushrooms, and I think as a bird you'd be attracted to the shrimps as well, but...
Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it.
But what specifically do I do with them? You don't want to pick these mushrooms. There's literally some more mushrooms right there. Which again, you know, if it's attracted to them, it should just fly off and grab them, right? So it's not that. I literally have the items and the ingredient. I don't know what else possibly want. Clues. Okay. Padlock is Frank Bercy. The white mana controls the water level. They write the dates of birth on the boat during the ritual. Okay. The 1971 is someone's date of birth. For some reason. As we saw that. The lighthouse is used to listen to underwater. Listen to tape. Left 3. Also the overhead projector in space. And translate. Eaten by seagulls and crows. Yes, we have a lot of them. And okay, seagulls love the crustaceans too. Here, Scarecrow is weirdly attracted to mushrooms. Okay, I've tried to give it a mushroom. It wouldn't let me. Dominant creatures doesn't share food. They breed on every continent. Loves crustaceans. Okay, so the seagulls want the other thing. So I've got the items. I'm just lacking the understanding on how to feed them to them. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Right, so I'm gonna go to the gate. Because they want the crustaceans, you know, maybe it'll allow me to actually put them for them. Okay, I'm going to investigate the gate very closely to see if there's a point to put them. And if not, I don't know how to use these goddamn crustaceans.